Listen, all you need to become relevant and to make the kind of money that can change your life is attention.
Where attention goes, money flows.
Your attention is your currency.
We are in the attention economy, and the more attention you draw towards yourself or your business, the more money you make.
Every business is always trying to get your attention.
If you're struggling to make money online, your product probably is not the problem. It's actually your ability to grab attention. Attention is the currency for success online.
If you don't have someone's attention, you have nothing.
And you're probably doing it wrong. And I'm about to show you exactly how to fix that. I've had the pleasure and the pain of running online businesses for several years, and I've been blessed to teach and mentor others to do the same. And I can tell you for a fact that the biggest struggle in the online space is getting attention. But don't worry, I'll show you how to master the art of getting noticed. Now, stay with me and follow closely so you don't miss anything. First off, let's get the basics out of the way. There are just two things we need to make money online. First, we need a product. Most people think that the reason they fail is because their product isn't good enough. They feel like they need some special invention or groundbreaking product, and they waste far too much time trying to overdo the product. The product does not matter. Let me repeat, the product does not matter. And now I'm not saying that it's not important, but do not overdo it, at least not at the beginning. The second thing we need is people's attention. You could have the best product in the world, but if no one sees it, you won't sell it. Now think about drug dealers for a second. Their product is great, I agree, but you know they can't sell it openly, right? A drug dealer specializes in distribution, not in the product creation. So with that drug dealer distribution mindset, you could have the worst product in the world, but if you are the best at distributing it, you'll be rich. Amazon is the world's largest retailer, right? But it's not because they have the best products. Amazon famously does not have the best pricing. They don't sell luxury. So why are they the best and the biggest retailers in the world? You guessed absolutely right. They are the best at distribution. So when you think about it, anyone who can distribute a product can get rich, even if the product itself isn't the best. So, to make a great business, find or create a good product and get very good at distribution. In this video, I want to focus on the distribution with a tilt towards distribution when you are just getting started. Because let's face it, if you're making tens of thousands per month, you can spend money and get traffic. But that's not the focus of today's video, because paid media is a totally different ballgame. So what do you do when you are just starting out to get distribution of the thing you want to promote? If we eliminate spending money as an option, which I do want us to eliminate, we've got to get very creative to get people's attention. With the invention of social media, it has opened doors to getting attention that couldn't exist for normal people. And there are two ways to tap into social media to get attention. Those two ways are leads and sales. You can produce content that attracts your ideal audience. But if I'm being honest, this is hard to do. I mean, don't get me wrong. I would love to have millions of followers on social media that buy whatever I promote. But sometimes it doesn't work out as smoothly as that. There are also some people who want to build an online business, but they don't have a huge budget and they aren't naturally inclined to making videos or content. So what can such people do? Well, let's remember what I said earlier. We just need distribution, and there are many channels for that. And in this part of the video, we will be looking at the most popular methods that you could use to get attention, build distribution, and ultimately grow your business. Please note, all of these are going to require you to reach out to someone. This is how you start. This is how you grow. But don't worry, I'll show you how to automate this process. Number one is your warm network, which is the easiest place to start. And this includes your friends, your family, your colleagues, and even acquaintances. I know. A lot of people hesitate to tap into this, but your warm network is one of the most valuable resources when starting or growing a business. Because these are people who already know, like, and trust you. And trust is the foundation of any successful business relationship. To leverage this, simply reach out and let them know what you're up to. Say something like, hey, I'm starting a new business that offers XYZ. Do you know anyone who might need these services or products? You will be amazed at how often someone in your circle knows just the right person or can point you in the right direction. The truth is, you're always just a few connections away from generating sales. You just have to ask. The second one is cold email. This may be one of the most underrated yet powerful methods to make sales. While everyone is chasing automation, manual cold emails can be shockingly effective when done right. The key difference is that it has personalization and persistence. A well-crafted cold email shows the recipient that you've done your homework, and that alone sets you apart in their crowded inbox. Please note that cold email is ideal for high-ticket products or services. If you're selling something with a price tag of like $500 plus, sending 100 highly targeted, personalized emails can easily turn into a few solid leads or even a big sale. Compare that to a low-ticket item where the math doesn't quite add up. Why send 100 emails for a $49 commission when you can aim higher? I've heard incredible success stories with cold emails. People selling entire companies, landing funding deals worth millions, and even booking high-ticket coaching or consulting services, all through cold email. It's about being targeted, persistent, and intentional. So focus on quality over quantity and make every email count. And if you want to learn how to craft cold emails that actually work, make sure you are subscribed, as I'll share tips in a future video. Number 3 is to get press. You might think, press? How? Why would anyone care about my story? I am not a celebrity or anyone important. Yes, you're correct. But what you may not know is that press companies need fresh content consistently. They are always looking. And if you're persistent, landing a feature isn't as hard as it seems. Here's how to get started. Identify a press outlet or a publication that your audience trusts. Then find authors or journalists who cover stories in your market. Reach out with an email pitching a story idea that aligns with their content. It could be about your unique product, your personal journey, or even an interesting trend that you've noticed in your industry. The magic happens when you are consistent. Send your pitch every month to as many relevant authors as you can. It only takes 1 yes to get you featured, and that feature could expose you to thousands of potential buyers. Think about it. Just one well-placed article or interview could skyrocket your brand's visibility and credibility. So don't be shy. Take that first step, and who knows, you could be the next big success story in your niche. So at number 4 is to get featured on podcasts. I know again, your inner voice is saying, I'm not a celebrity or famous in any way. Why would anyone want me on their show? The thing about podcasting is that podcast hosts are not just looking for celebrities. They need fresh, engaging guests to keep their episodes exciting. And that could be you. So if you want to try podcast, start by identifying podcasts in your niche or ones with an audience that aligns with your ideal clients. Then you pitch yourself. The key is to focus on what the podcast host wants. Viral moments, compelling stories, and all the things that will captivate their audience. So think about your experiences or your insights. What makes them unique? What stories can you tell that will make for great clips and help their podcast to reach more people? To increase your chances, include examples of you on video or audio in your pitch to show how you're well-spoken and camera ready. And remember, persistence is everything. Send that email every month to as many relevant hosts as you can. Some will say no, but some will say yes. And just one podcast could introduce you to a whole new audience. Next is networking. At its core, networking is about building genuine relationships with people who share common interests or goals. It's not just about selling yourself or your business. It's about connecting, learning, and growing together. And the right connection can open doors to opportunities you didn't even know existed. Whether it's finding new clients, landing collaborations, or even learning from other people's experiences. Here is an example of how networking works in practice. Imagine you're joining Facebook groups that are filled with people who fit your ideal target audience. You engage in conversations, send friend requests to active members, and then you connect through direct messages just to start a dialogue. Over time, these small steps can add up. Say you spend a month doing this consistently. By then you can have 1,000 new connections who are not just numbers, but potential partners, potential clients or collaborators. That's the power of networking, turning strangers into meaningful relationships that help you and your business to grow. Networking is really huge. So tell me, have you ever had a networking moment that changed everything? Share it in the comments. I'd love to hear your story. Number 6 is sending DMs to target strangers. Honestly, this one has been working for me much better than even I ever imagined. And it is surprisingly different and more personal than cold emailing. Unlike cold emails, which often feel formal and detached, DMs are conversational and direct. You're stepping into someone's social media space where they are already active and engaged, making it easier to spark interest and to start a meaningful dialogue. Here's how I approach it. I go on social media platforms like TikTok, Instagram, or Facebook, and I look for popular content in my niche. Then I reach out to those who are actively engaging with that content, those who are commenting, liking, or sharing. These are people who are already showing interest in something related to what I offer. By sending them a quick, friendly DM, I can connect in a way that feels natural and non-intrusive. The results are always way better than I expect. I set a goal to send 100 DMs daily. And yes, I use automation to make it manageable. Not only does this cost nothing, but it also requires minimal follow-up, and it consistently drives new leads to my offers and gets my ideal clients interested in my products. If you've been struggling with cold emails or you're looking for a more direct way to connect, try this method. If you spend time doing just 1 or 2 of what we just talked about, you'll grow an audience, you'll get leads, and you'll get sales. And it doesn't matter what niche you're in or what you sell. Ignore all of the other fluff online. Ignore the courses and the strategies for building things. You don't need more stuff. You need traffic and eyeballs. Focus on that. Build a strategy to make this happen. Remember, with distribution, you will find a product that makes you money. Without distribution, you have no chance of making sales. So, pointedly, I'm saying focus on distribution from this day forward. It will change the way your online business thrives. And if you want to learn how to build digital products that can sell online like crazy, check out this link here and in the description and the pinned comments. If you have a job and you're thinking of probably starting your online business on a part-time basis, I talk about my same experience in this video here. Go ahead and watch it, and I'll see you in the next one.